Even a nigga with 24s can get skeeted on.
Hi there and welcome to PvP Corner, the show that answers all the questions about PvP. This week on PvP Corner we're going to take a look at Guild Wars 2 vs World of Warcraft. Which of the two games offer better PvP for you? First off, let's take a look at the long, rich history of WoW. WoW was released in 2004 and had absolutely no PvP whatsoever. It wasn't until months into vanilla that PvP was patched into the game with the release of Battlegrounds. This offered a unique platform of PvP unseen in MMO and became an instant hit. With the first expansion, WoW released the Arena system. The Arena system is still renowned to be the best form of PvP in any MMO to date. Arena offered players a new way to prove their skill, with unique titles and even MLG tournaments. These were earned by some of the best players in the world. As for Guild Wars 2, the game is very new but nonetheless very promising. Guild Wars 2 is offering players the best PvP of any MMO to come and even searching to take WoW's former place at the MLG tournaments. With Guild Wars 2 acclaimed World vs World PvP, and it promises ranked arena play, you can't help but think they are out to upstage the MMO veterans. Guild Wars has a unique take on MMO PvP, with there being no set roles of tanks, healers or DPS. They are going for a 100% PvP balanced game, with your success being an outcome of skill, teamwork and not having the best composition in arena. So, will Guild Wars 2 be able to take down WoW like so many have claimed, or will they fall like their predecessors? Talking with me today is a well-known YouTuber who plays both games, Sensus.
That's a really good question. I guess it's really all opinion based and what one considers to be casual PvP. I mean, one could consider casual PvP in World of Warcraft to just be Battlegrounds. And of course there's plenty of people out there that just do arenas for fun, so it really is all opinion based on what one considers to be casual PvP and competitive PvP. Now most would consider, rated arenas and rated Battlegrounds to be competitive PvP, but there are people out there that just do them for fun, so it really is opinion based in that matter. But right now I think it's too early to tell if Guild Wars 2 is going to surpass WoW in the competitive PvP market. But after playing it for about a month and testing out pretty much all aspects of PvP at the moment, like Heart of the Mists and World PvP, I think the game definitely has some esport potential. I mean, one thing I really like about Guild Wars 2 is the fact that there's not too many skills you got to worry about. It's pretty straightforward, unlike with WoW you got 30-40 abilities you got to worry about per class. And with Guild Wars you only got 5 abilities to worry about per weapon that you could use. So it is pretty straightforward in that matter, and that's one thing that a lot of the pro WoW PvPers have been complaining about with MOP coming out. I was watching this little special on one of the Curse channels with Wreckful, Snuts, and Vanguards, and they were all talking about how the animations and like a lot of the new abilities are just distracting in arenas. And it's not only that some of these abilities are distracting, but a lot of them are extremely powerful. And that's one thing Blizzard has neglected to do over and over again, and that's balance PvE with PvP. But it looks like they're going in the right direction with this expansion, so hopefully PvP turns out to be more balanced this expansion than it was last expansion. Hopefully triple DPS won't be a problem anymore. But to answer your question, at least at the moment, I think WoW is still going to surpass Guild Wars 2 when it comes to competitive PvP. Just because Blizzard's had how many years to polish off the game, and Guild Wars 2 has only been out for a month. But I think ArenaNet's definitely going in the right direction. And one thing that I really like about Guild Wars 2 is that it's pretty much buy to play. So you buy it and you could play forever without paying a cent for it. And that's really attractive to casual players. So to make it plain and simple, I think WoW is still going to be the competitive PvPers game, and Guild Wars 2, at least at the moment, is going to be more for casual players. Alright, another good question. I would choose WoW over Guild Wars 2 just because the fact that I'm used to it and I've been playing it for so long and I have so much experience with it and I've made so many friends on it. And as I mentioned earlier, it's just been completely polished over the past 7 years. And the fact that I could still log in and just do a quick BG and still have a ton of fun with it just shows how good of a game World of Warcraft still is. I mean, plenty of people will tell you that WoW has just gotten completely boring over the past year. And even though I still really like the game, I could definitely sympathize with those people. And hopefully Blizzard will change their ways when MOP finally comes out and actually release content. And hopefully we'll get more bang for our buck, because we're still paying for this game every month. And, paying for the same content every month is just, starting to get really redundant. If I was to choose Guild Wars 2 over WoW, it's actually a pretty tough question. Well, as I mentioned earlier, I think ArenaNet is definitely heading in the right direction with this game, and it definitely does have esport potential, which is definitely appealing to me. and many other PvPers or just gamers in general. Now, moving away from the PvP aspect of things, I personally think Guild Wars 2 is one of the best looking MMOs ever made. I mean, the detail that goes into the environments and the armor textures is just incredible. And that's not to mention the completely unique leveling system that Guild Wars 2 uses. I mean, Guild Wars 2 is one of the few games that I've actually played and not wanted to get off. Like, I'd be playing it late at night, early in the morning. I've actually lost sleep over this game. I mean, it's just that good. Oh, no problem. Thanks for having me, man. And there are a couple things I want to let these guys know before we sign off. The first is be sure to go check out my YouTube page at youtube.com/worldofsensus. I post a ton of WoW videos there, including all types of rogue PvP videos, including montages, PvP mini edits, commentaries, arenas, you name it, I have it. And the last thing I wanted to say is my advice to you guys: if you find a game that you really enjoy playing, just continue to play it. I mean, when it comes down to it, it's all about having fun. And I would like to once again thank Skeetz for having me on the show. I really appreciate it, man. And hopefully we could do more collabs like this in the future. That'd be pretty awesome. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Peace!
I'm also going to be giving away 10 one-month subscription accounts to nextlevelpvp.com. All you need to do to get your hands on those is like, favorite, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. And be sure to check out nextlevelpvp.com, the home for the best World of Warcraft guides.